we go. What's up, comic book fans? Pete here from Comic Books Transformed, where me and my good friend over there, Brian, discuss streaming shows and movies that have been adapted from comics. So hot, right? You guys want to talk about Peacemaker? We're going to talk about episodes 5 and 6 of the show, where we finally have reached those 3 exciting last episodes. Brian,
yes, we have.
what do you think of episodes 5 and 6, man?
They were good. There was definitely some surprises. I believe you made a cameo in the 6th episode.
That's right.
And I think that was hinted at and all, but it was still nice to see it. I'm kind of shocked that they have someone from a big movie in a TV show, even though it's like HBO and premium, blah blah blah. It was still kind of surprising to see. Yeah, and I expect there to be more. I mean, we're recording this on the day of airing of episode 7, so you'll probably not hear us talk about what you want to talk about when we release it.
When do we ever hear for what people want to talk about?
Very true. Very true.
It's just you and me, man, and then a couple of loyal fans. But do you even remember what happened in episode 5 at all?
Five was more about Peacemaker was meeting up with Harcourt, and he was kind of making the decision about going to what reality. Right? I mean, leaving the current reality behind or staying where he is. And I think he just hinged everything on if Harcourt saw a future with him or not. That's really the majority of what I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess some of the other characters with that cabin. Did we see? Was that the episode with Eagly?
Yes.
Being like the prime eagle and killing what's Rooker's name?
Oh, that is well, you know what? I'm gonna have to apologize to our viewers because this recording is just gonna be a lot of us going, what's their name again? Who's that actor? It's this, yeah, it's been like 2 weeks since we've seen that episode at least.
Yeah.
And what the fuck is that guy's name? The guy who plays Yondu,
Michael Rooker, yeah, no, but his character is like something Saint Red or something.
It doesn't matter. His kooky fucking eagle hunting guy.
Yeah, kooky eagle hunter guy got wrecked by some eagles.
Yeah,
and Eagly had a cool little spread wings, weird eagle symbol behind him, making him much more important than we thought he was.
Yes. And did you listen to any of that Grant Morrison interview that I sent you?
Which one?
There's 2 of them. Did you watch the first one all the way through, or?
I watched one a while back, but I think it was an older interview. I don't think I've gotten to a newer one yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, there was one I sent this week where it was like Grant Morrison, and he was talking about Superman. He was talking about super gods. It was right before the Superman movie came out. And it was really, really, I loved it. There was 2 interviews. And I only bring this up because he was making this point that James Gunn always seems to want to put superpowered animals in his shows, right? Or movies. So he's got Rocket Raccoon, and he's got Crypto in the Superman movie. He's got Eagly and Peacemaker. And I think that that's really appealing to people. I think people like super pets, even though they're so freaking ridiculous.
Is it all stemming from Scooby-Doo?
I mean, it might be. He did write the screenplay for the Scooby-Doo movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
But one of the things that Grant Morrison said that was so great was, so much comic book media has been about well, what would happen if this was in the real world? What would it be like if we had Superman in the real world? And he said that's not the point. Comic book characters have their own reality, and they're just sort of things that we want to aspire to be like. We want to be like these comic book characters, but they don't fit in our real world. And I think that a character like Crypto, character like Eagly, it makes absolutely no sense in the real world whatsoever. But it's just fucking awesome.
Yeah. I'm always happy to see the animal characters. I still am very happy that Crypto was such a large part of that Superman movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean the fucking Eagles just massacred Michael Rooker.
I also just love that they took a joke that because really how did that come about? That was a riff on Economos saying something to, making something up about how that character got hit in the head when he was the one to push them. It's like, oh, another eagle came flying out. He's like, oh, he must be the prime eagle, and it's
Right.
true.
Yes, yes. I mean, I liked it. It's brutal. It's fun because, like, James Gunn has obviously made horror movies before, and I like when you have like kind of horror movie moments in superhero shows. So that was kind of like a standout scene in that episode. But honestly, up until the end of episode 6, I really have felt like this show has just been kind of like drifting to get to the exciting stuff, and it hasn't really been filled with like compelling, exciting episodes. Did you feel that way?
Sort of. I remember in our early reviews, I kind of felt like they were going over the top, showing how pathetic everyone's life is after they see the world. And now that I'm really the thing I keep thinking about the most after watching these 2 episodes is, even still, what is the point of it here? I mean, it doesn't look like they're going to be stuck in this dimension.
Right.
Clearly there's other dimension, which is Earth X, and where Nazis won. But it looks like, based on the previews, like it looks like they're gonna leave. So what is the overall like point or purpose of this season and this dimensional door? I mean, it seems like the focus is on the door, but like, what is the issue with the door? That's gonna take us to the final 2 episodes.
That's a really good question. I don't necessarily have a good answer, because I don't think we've seen clues as to what's the ultimate like message or thought behind this season. Like the first season had a pretty clear message, which was that like Peacemaker was this character that was sort of more like a villain, and he had all these qualities that would make him an unlikable person, but he was like truly striving to be a likable person and find friendship with all these other characters on his team. And he had to go against his own father, who like was such a root or basis for like who he was. And like season 2 almost feels like you can't escape the dad. Even when he's dead, you still have to deal with the dad, and I guess he's going to have to kill his dad again in this season.
I don't know. I mean, if I guess they could come through and go after them, maybe. I don't know. Like I don't see that as being like a big thing, or that all that worthy of a season finale, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I mean,
we'll see.
You don't think we're going to get Nazi Superman, right?
No, I don't think. I can't imagine. So, but we do know that the end of this season sort of opens a door for what's next in the DCU. They've also left it kind of open-ended in the sense that there may not be a Peacemaker season 3. It may be something else entirely. I think they said like these characters will continue, but it may not be in this exact format as a 3rd season.
Okay. I mean, I've already said this before, but I would love like a Watchmen style team where it's all the Charlton characters, The Question, Blue Beetle, Peacemaker, Black Canary, like they're all on a team together. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. But I also feel like it would lean into something like a Suicide Squad show, or maybe a Secret Six, something like that. I would be interested in both of those, I would say. We'll have to see, because there's so. I mean, really, what we know that's coming is we know Clayface is coming. We know that's sort of its own thing, and we know the next big movie is Supergirl, and that's kind of going to be a self-contained thing. Oh, I guess we know about the next Superman movie too. Yes, so and we have a general idea that that's a Superman and Lex team up, and there's lots of ideas about what that could mean out there, but nothing concrete.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like the main story beats of this season have been basically that like Rick Flag Sr. wants to get Peacemaker. It's because he wants to get revenge for his son's death. And then there's the whole idea of like Chris is wanting this ideal reality, and he's gonna basically give up his life in the regular reality to have it. And we're kind of just waiting for the other shoe to drop, and then finally the other shoe does drop at the end of this episode 6, and that was my favorite part of the season so far. Did you like that part, or did you think it was the best part of the season?
Wait, which particular part?
Just like
the revelation of everything.
Yeah, like the idea that like Adebayo goes for a walk. She's walking to the neighborhood. Everyone's freaking out. And they're like, it's a black. And like one of them got out and stuff. And I know I feel so weird saying this on social media.
No, we all knew it was coming, especially when she said she was going to go walking around there. I mean, it's like, oh, that confirms it.
Yep.
And other than that, there were some other great moments in this episode. The scene with when Harcourt goes to the alternate reality, the regular universe, Harcourt goes to Argus and confronts Chris, and they have that kind of like heart-to-heart sort of where she kind of opens up about what her life is like. That was a really good scene, really good acting there. I also got a huge kick out of the vigilante meeting himself meme sort of thing.
That was pretty great. I actually like that a lot. Yeah.
I had sent you a clip from when he goes into the prison from season 1. And I'm like, this is what season 2 is missing, something like this. And while it wasn't exactly the same, it was kind of close, I feel.
Right. No, it was a great moment where they're just kind of like riffing off each other. They're like, what's your favorite, like, are you able to pee if someone touches you or something like that? And he says all these like
they reference Spider-Man, the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah. So good. Yeah, I just loved all the little noises and stuff he made when he was like walking towards his house and he saw all the things in his yard. He's like, 5 squirrels? What are they gonna do with 5? And he's like, oh my dad. Right. That's legitimately funny, It
was, yeah.
Yeah. But it's interesting though, because the alternate vigilante hates Peacemaker.
Yes, probably because he's a racist.
Yes. So I guess one question that can come up is, do you think it's believable that Peacemaker wouldn't make the connection and realize he's in a sort of Nazi reality?
100% yes.
Yeah.
100% believable that Peacemaker would be oblivious to that and not realize it. He's looking for he was blinded by seeing his dad in a non-negative capacity, his brother alive, and then the fact that there is a possibility that him to be with the love of his life. I can absolutely see him have massive blinders on and being completely oblivious to his surroundings.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's funny because when he figures it out, it's because there's an American flag on a desk, and he like moves the flag so he can see the whole thing, and there's a swastika where all the stars would be. I was like, "Ooh, that's pretty disturbing,"
Pretty disturbing, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like the little details in the 6th episode too. We're talking a lot about the 6th episode, but I like that they go to open up the portal in Vigilante's house, and when they do that, he's just got like tons and tons of drugs stored in his house and cash, and then like the drugs go on Harcourt. And I like that little added detail that they take her aside for questioning because she's got cocaine on her.
Yeah. Yes.
That
was pretty funny there. It was also funny that he just had all that stuff stockpiled there, and that they were trying to take the money while his back was turned.
Right.
Because they're obviously all kind of broke. So I also really was kind of kick out of him. Just his mom seemed so nice, and he was just like calling her all these horrible things.
Right.
So she wouldn't blurt out all the lies that he's been telling her about. I guess Harcourt was his ex-girlfriend or something.
Right. No, yeah, it's funny because I actually didn't really like Vigilante that much in the first season, but these last 2 episodes have maybe
in the first season.
You do. I don't know. I think
it was the scene that where he goes to the jail and he starts confronting the Nazis like that. Like that sold me. Like this is amazing.
Right. I don't know. I think for me, my favorite characters are Peacemaker and Adebayo.
Yeah, no, I don't dislike anybody, honestly. Even I think I was a little critical of Tim Meadows earlier on. I'm not as critical anymore. I think he's a really good addition to the cast too. Yeah, and I was critical in the sense that like I felt like his scenes made me think it was an SNL skit, and that was my criticism of it. But I feel like he's fitting in more. There was a scene, I don't remember, it was in 5 or 6 where I think it was I think Economos like booked Peacemaker, so there was a record of him being there while Flag Senior was beating the crap out of him, and I don't remember his name. Tim Meadows' name, Flory.
Yeah, because it's like Nick Fury.
Yeah, he kind of gave him like a nod, like that was like the right thing to do, which sort of referenced something he said earlier about how should we address each other, and he did the nod. I think he mentioned that, so that was a nice little detail there. I actually saw a theory that he's John Johns.
Oh, really?
I saw a theory out there. I've seen a lot of theories. I've seen theories that they're saying this that helmet, that silver box is a mother box.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, I think I sent that one to you. But really, it makes a lot of sense because all Peacemaker's helmets look awful lot like Orion from the new.
Totally agree with that too. Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe that's where that open-ended thing that leaves it open to, something with mother boxes and the New Gods, something like that. We do know there's a Mr. Miracle animated show. We do know that the live action and the animated shows coincide, like they're connected, because we've seen so much from Creature Commandos here. So I don't know. Maybe that could be something.
Yeah, and that reminds me, when we did get the Lex Luthor cameo in episode 6, I was thinking that we might actually see like a Creature Commandos character as like in live action. Like it might have been like Frankenstein or the Bride or somebody that would go talk to Frank Grillo, and maybe like they would send the Creature Commandos after Peacemaker. I was thinking that might have happened,
Well, that's the one I was thinking. I also texted you about, like, oh, who is this person that Lex sent them to another prison to go talk to? I'm like, I was, reaching for the sky here, thinking like, oh, maybe it's like Frankenstein or something cool like that.
Right.
And it is just one of his henchmen from the movie that helped kind of create that fighting system for the Bizarro clone.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's fun, Like I'm not sitting here being like, we need to have all these super exciting characters show up for the show to be worthwhile. I think the show is entertaining in itself, and it doesn't have to have these like kind of crazy cameos or anything like that. But I do want it to have some kind of like satisfying conclusion that like makes this alternate reality world like worthwhile. And there's one thing I wanted to point out too. There's actually this really great shot in the 5th episode that I really loved. I like the sequence where they're reading Chris's note explaining that he went to the other dimension, and that like there's a shot of him and his brother just like flying next to each other with jetpacks. They look so happy. Like that's an amazing looking shot. Like James Gunn definitely had stuff.
They went to go fight the kaiju that we saw in Superman.
Right, and they just fucking slaughtered it as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, what do you expect is going to happen in the next? What, I guess there's only 2 more episodes left, right?
2 more episodes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that it from the preview? It looks like they get out easily enough, and I can't believe that it's just escaping is going to be, the point of the season.
Right.
And even still, if they escape, I don't see a reason why they would be followed either. And it also seems like a simple enough plot point to just change the code in the door on either side. you can't get in anywhere anymore, So
yeah.
I'm very curious to see if there's something bigger waiting in the next 2 episodes. I am expecting that we talked about this a lot on that last Alien Earth on your other channel, the Lasercast, last one I was a part of. We talked about that penultimate episode syndrome. So I'm expecting a little bit of that tonight, where it's kind of like leading up to things and not a lot happens, and then you get the big dump of stuff on the final episode.
Yes, I can always appreciate a big dump. Yeah, it's funny because there's not like a lot to talk about with this show. Like Brian and I are going to go over and we're going to talk about Gen V, the first 4 episodes after we're finished with this recording. But I feel like there's not a lot to talk about with Peacemaker. I mean, we could go over like individual jokes and scenes, but I think for the most part, we kind of hit all of the interesting beats. Is there anything I'm forgetting?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's pretty much it there.
Yeah. It's fucking under 19 minutes. It's
There you go. 2 episodes, 19 minutes. Let's see how quickly we can bang out 4 episodes of Gen V now.
nice. Okay. Well, guys, if you like this very brief, like sort of reference to 2 episodes of Peacemaker, come check out the final 2 reviews coming up in the next 2 weeks. We're gonna record next week. For those of you that might have watched like my Peanut on the Street question videos, and that might have brought you here, like thanks for watching those. I love when people comment. You all can comment on these videos too. But I guess that's fucking it. And we're just gonna go talk about penises and Gen V now. So you guys have a good time, and we'll see you real soon.